talk into it or loud or something?
Is it on?
Well, if it is, it's so low you can't hear it.
Okay.
Here's the button. Hello. Oh, wait. It's on now. Hello.
Yeah.
That's better.
She was pushing the food button instead of the no button.
And I want to welcome everybody for this evening's program. The first thing is, do we have any new members here that we haven't seen?
Well, first time. Yeah.
First time.
I'm here for the first time.
Okay,
Joyce Ann.
Joyce Ann. And we have any visitors tonight? I want to welcome our visitors. Roy, let's give a big thank you for Roy bringing the refreshments for us tonight. And then the next thing is our next beginners class is going to be July 27th, and it's going to be on military records. And the lecture part is from 10:30 to 12:30, right next door in the Chappell room. And then the computer users group is from 2 to 4, and Debbie puts that on, and I teach the beginning lecture. So if y'all know anybody that is just starting, send them to the classes. We'd be happy to have them. And now I'm going to introduce Virginia. She's going to come and talk a little bit about our seminar for this summer.
Well, where is everybody?
Oh.
Not here, obviously. I wanted to talk to you about our seminar, but it looks like most of you have already signed up for it. But I'll tell you about it anyway. First of all, I'd like to tell you about something you missed. And this is the Texas Institute of Genealogical Research in Austin. I went to this a couple of weeks ago, and it's called Tigger. We have IGHR in, used to be in Alabama, and now it's in Georgia. And then they've got one in Pennsylvania, and they have the one in Salt Lake City. And it's about time Texas had one, because none of these institutes do Texas right. But this time, they had a wonderful, wonderful plan on Texas, and the people who were in that enjoyed it very much. This was the first time I had ever been to the Texas Archives, and since I don't do Texas research, I didn't find much there. But I can just visualize the people in this society. When it gets bigger, we could all go down there. I'm sorry you missed Tigger this year. There won't be a Tigger next year. They'll have it every other year. So put it on your calendar in 2021 to go to the Institute in Austin. And until then, make sure you have August 17th on your calendar. If you're a member of the society, it's $50. And we have Debbie DeWay coming. Debbie is probably the best person to get anyone in the DAR alive. She's, I think, has about 1,000 hits. I don't know if it's a day or a month on her website. But she's absolutely the very best And when you come back from that, if you're not in the DAR, you'll have your papers ready and nothing flat. And if you are in the DAR, you'll fill out a couple of supplementals, just like I did. I rushed home. I saw her in Oklahoma City, and I rushed home and made out 2 supplementals. Haven't heard from them yet, but I expect to someday.
Don't give up.
I won't. So that's all I've got to say about it. But I know that this will be well worth your $60 or $50 if you're a member. And Debbie, it's your turn.
Okay. I don't think everybody realizes that whether you're going into DAR or the men's organization SAR, I mean, and you don't even have to go in. If you're looking for ancestors, they're the same ancestors. You know, you want to find them before the Civil War and during the Revolutionary period and the colonial period. So, you know, it's, if you're looking for the people who fought in the war or their families, you're looking for your ancestors. So all the techniques are the same. It's just good genealogical techniques. Okay, well, we are really excited tonight to have Brian Hawker. He's coming from his job at, he's the VP, the Vice President at KXAS, Channel 5, which some of you probably have been around since it was WBAP in the old days. And our speaker next month is going to be Laura Pilato, who's going to speak on finding the money. She's got some new ways to think about when we're on our ancestors' trail about finding where they spent their money. And so she's got some interesting little records. It won't be a very long presentation, but it's new information, so I'm all excited. And Carlene's going to really take over next month because I'm going to be on a cruise. So Carlene will bring our speaker. But please invite someone. Tell someone to come. You know, we have really good speakers, and I know this is travel time. A lot of genealogists are off. I know several people were off on family reunions and are still gone. But come out, and we still have 2 more beginners and computer users, and it's time to get those that money in for the workshop, the seminar, because the price will go up at the end of July. You want to get the cheaper price. And Rob has something.
Let me turn the camera around. I don't want to be accused of being too camera shy. I've got a need for 5 more volunteers. I've got bundles of old footprints. They're just random issues. And I'm looking for volunteers to take these and find a waiting room or something like that, a doctor's waiting room or some other place where people congregate and need a magazine to read. And if any of the volunteers would come back here, take a bundle, or if you want a bundle for yourself, feel free. So just come see me.
Give one to Joyce Ann. She's one of our new members.
Give one? Not this one. This is Debbie's bundle.
We thank you all for coming out tonight. Anybody else have anything? Oh, I do want to say this. Speaking of Bobby Wagan, she's speaking tomorrow night in Grapevine at the Grapevine Public Library. And she's going to talk about her book, and I'm sure she'll have copies to sell and autograph. So those of you that remember Bobby, I thought she was one of the most beautiful women in the world. I used to love to watch her on TV.
She was at Meadowbrook Methodist Church not long ago, and we had a blast.
She's the record to beat, Brian. How many years
75, I believe it is.
with the station?
Well, she was there day 1.
Yeah, her husband was hired, and she just got a job too. And she really did the station proud because a lot of people tuned in just for Bobby.
Thank you for being
Yeah, Grapevine has started advertising
Thank you for your
at the library that they're only a couple of blocks from the train station, and they're wanting people to maybe ride the train to get off and walk to the library and then get back on. I'm a little leery about that, but someday we're going to get there. But thank you all for coming out tonight. There's a few refreshments. Grab them on your way out. And hope to see you next month on July the 30th.